Which choice logically completes the text? This is one of our tougher prompts because we need to understand the text well enough to be able to predict what might complete it. So let's start. Some of these river-dwelling fish found in Mexico have colonized caves in the region. Although there's little genetic difference between river and cave fish, and all members of the species can emit the same sounds, this biologist and colleagues found that the extent and significance of those sounds vary by location. So the click that the river-dwelling ones use to signal aggression is used by cave dwellers when foraging, and the acoustic properties of the cave fish sounds show some cave-specific variations as well. They note that the differences in sonic communication could accumulate to the point of inhibiting interbreeding among fish from different locations, suggesting that maybe the fish could become a new species, because we're seeing that there's a difference in the sound between the cave and the river fish. So maybe one of them can become its own species. Now remember, when we create it on our own, it doesn't necessarily need to be exactly the answer, but the act of creating your own answer on your own puts you in a better position to be able to make these judgments. So let's look at the answers. A, although the fish living in rivers are similar to those living in caves, river fish rely on sonic communication less. There's nothing about which ones rely more or less. B, although the fish is a single species at present, it could be in the process of splitting into two distinct populations with different characteristics. That sounds exactly like what I said in my own words. C, although all the fish emit sounds, the fish living in rivers produce some sounds that the fish living in caves do not, and vice versa. We simply were not told that, so we can't pick it. D, although the fish from different locations can interbreed currently, river fish and cave fish are sufficiently genetically distinct that they can be considered separate species. Well, that sounds like something that's going to be likely to happen soon, but they didn't say that it happened yet. So the answer that sounded good here is B.